There are two things I value a lot: my health and my time. I enjoy cooking healthy meals, but I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen. Thankfully, though, I don't have to choose one over the other. The internet is full of solutions for just about any problem. Over the past year, I've found many healthy recipes that don't take a whole lot of time to make, and I've slowly built a collection of ones that I love. In this video, I'll be sharing a few of them. It's getting a lot colder here in Texas, and lately I've really been enjoying having warm oatmeal for breakfast. It's a simple meal that doesn't take long to make. I bring a pot of water to a boil and I stir in the oats. Then I add the almond butter, vanilla, and cinnamon. Cooking time will vary depending on the oats you use. I like to use whole grain rolled oats, and these cook in about 5 minutes, but you can definitely use quick oats for even faster cooking. I don't enjoy thick oats, so for a creamier consistency, I like to add a splash of almond milk. And now comes the fun part, which are the toppings. You can add whatever you enjoy the most. I like to add a combination of fruits, nuts, or seeds. Lately, my go-to toppings have been slices of banana, blueberries, and hemp seeds, which are rich in protein, fiber, and omegas 3 and 6. I sweeten this with a little bit of stevia or honey, and then it's ready to enjoy. On days when it's not so cold, or when I need a quick breakfast on the go, I like to make a blueberry smoothie. For this smoothie, I like to use frozen wild blueberries, which are smaller in size, but have 2 times the antioxidant capacity of regular blueberries. Another interesting fact about these is that they're not planted. They grow naturally in the wild, hence their name. I'm always looking for more ways to boost my health, and one of the ways I do that is by adding superfoods. It's a really easy and effortless way to increase the nutritional content of whatever you're eating or drinking. So I love to add blue spirulina to the smoothie, which is another powerful antioxidant. But this, of course, is optional, so if you don't have any, that's perfectly fine. I just add all the ingredients to a blender, and it's done. A delicious, healthy smoothie for busy days. I love roasted sweet potato. It pairs well with just about anything. For this bowl, I like to accompany it with cauliflower rice and black beans. I start by adding the beans to a pot of water and let them cook while I prepare the sweet potato and rice. I like adding onion along with the sweet potato, so I chop both of them and add them into a large bowl. Salt and pepper is enough to season the sweet potato, but feel free to experiment with other spices you have on hand. I added paprika, garlic powder, oregano, and thyme. I bake this for about 30 minutes, and meanwhile, I prepare the rice. I prefer to use fresh ingredients when I cook, but I've also learned that when life gets busy, it's okay to opt for things that will make my life easier. On days like these, I'll use frozen vegetables or canned ingredients. And I sort of negotiate with myself. For example, for this recipe, instead of using canned beans, I'll cook my own beans, but I'll use frozen vegetables for the cauliflower rice. This way, not everything is frozen or canned, but I'm still saving time. This rice is very easy to make. After sauteing the onion and garlic, I add the frozen veggies and riced cauliflower, a little bit of salt, and I let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then I turn off the heat and sprinkle in the cilantro, and then it's ready to serve. I like to top this off with sliced avocado and a homemade salsa for extra flavor and spice. This year, I started incorporating more lean sources of animal protein into my diet. This recipe calls for extra lean ground beef, but if you're vegan, you can definitely substitute with tofu. I always look forward to making these stuffed peppers because they're very easy to make and they're packed with so much flavor. I start by slicing the peppers in half, take out the seeds, and bake for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I prepare the ingredients for the filling. To keep this recipe quick and easy, I like to use canned black beans, but I always make sure to get the low sodium or the no salt added option. But either way, I'll drain and rinse them before using. After I get everything prepped, I move on to browning the beef, which takes just about 5 minutes. Once the beef is browned, I add the water, tomato paste, seasonings, and black beans. I let it simmer for a few minutes, and then I add the shredded zucchini. This is an example of a great way to sneak veggies into your meals. You barely even notice it's there. Once the sauce reduces, it's time to stuff the peppers. If you like cheese, now would be a good time to sprinkle some on top. Bake in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, and they're done. You can serve and eat immediately, or these also freeze really well, so you can store them in an airtight container and enjoy them another day. When I was a little girl, I loved to eat cookies, specifically chocolate chip cookies. And to this day, I still do. The only difference is now I look for healthier options. This is a recipe I came across a few years ago, and it's one of my go-tos because of how simple it is. Start by preheating the oven. Then you want to mash the bananas in a bowl, and the more ripe they are, the better. Next, stir in the peanut butter and vanilla extract. Add the remaining ingredients and mix well. This recipe calls for quick oats, but I didn't have any, so I just pulsed rolled oats in a blender and it worked just fine. Then you want to divide and roll the dough into 12 balls and press them onto a baking tray. Bake them for 12 minutes or a little bit longer if you prefer a crispier cookie. I like to make big batches of these and store them in an airtight container in the freezer. Anytime I'm craving something sweet, I'll heat a couple of them in the oven for about 10 minutes and enjoy with a glass of milk. I see cooking healthy meals as an act of self-love. I hope this video inspires you to find healthy recipes you enjoy and cook for yourself more often. You deserve it, and you are so worthy of your own time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.